things, and how you present your show and how you educate all the listeners of Radio Zindagi, दूर दूर तक जहाँ तक रेडियो सुना जाता है. I think a lot of people are taking advantage of this knowledge. And I think today we have a great topic and we'll be talking about it. So, or kuch, I think you met a lot of people, Dr. Saket Bhatia, and what was their reaction meeting with you?
So I gave a speech for about 5 minutes on
Uh-huh.
astrology. Lots of people came up to me, took my phone number. Many are booking appointments. Apparently, everybody needs to know life में क्या हो रहा है, क्यों हो रहा है, कैसे हो रहा है, and how you can take advantage. You want to sell a stock, what is the good time? You want to start a business, what is the best business to start? Why are you having problems with your marital life? All these questions and more we can answer through the lens of astrology. डिटेल में जब चार्ट पढ़ते हैं सब कुछ पता चल जाता है. Why you have challenges and how you can adapt to this challenge so you can make better for yourself in life. देखो, sometimes people lose a lot of money in business, trading, etc., right? And they
Ji.
get disappointed. But I'm trying to tell you, there must be a reason. Let this be a lesson so you can start something 10 times bigger and cover up your losses on a different path. एक हमारे पास एक आए थे individual who lost a lot of money in stocks. घर बिक गया, गाड़ी बिक गई, business
Mm-hmm.
बंद हो गया. And he was
Ji.
disappointed, right? But when we looked at his chart, we saw this is supposed to happen. Not only that, he is supposed to get out from trading and start something in the education field. Today, he's doing an educational business. He's got over 5,000 students. He's charging about $5,000 a student, making over $25 million a year.
Wow.
What he lost was small compared to what he gained. But उससे दो चीजें हुई. One, it taught him the value of money. And two, it put him on a path of growth. देखिए लाइफ में जब बीमार पड़ते हो, it's not your end of life. When you fall sick, you change yourself and say, I'll eat better, I'll exercise more, I'll make myself healthier, right? That is
Totally
what.
agree with you. Totally agree
So
on that.
astrology optimistic lens से देखना है. We have to look carefully and say, why is this happening? And how can we improve ourselves? How can we improve our life? वो करोगे, तरक्की करोगे. You will do much better. So use it for your advantage, use it to your benefit. I met lots of interesting people, and as usual, people call, people are happy, we're busy, we do good consulting, we give good advice.
I think what I find, Dr. Saket Bhatia, that you go in depth and you go in details, which no other astrologer, it doesn't take the pain. And I have consulted myself with you, and I see how in depth and detail you go into, and that what is so amazing and different and so accurate about you, Dr. Saket Bhatia. And thank you for that.
Thank you so much, I appreciate it. But this is how astrology should be, na? An astrologer's purpose is to help you, put you on the right path. हमारा job है to explain you in detail, not to
Mhm.
tell you, not to scare you, not to डराना नहीं है. हमें आपको बोलना है क्या हो रहा है, कब होगा, कैसे होगा. See, there are astrologers who take credit and say, I deliver results. No, you deliver results. I simply guide you.
Mhm.
हमारा जॉब है आपको गाइड करना, डायरेक्शन दिखाना. Rest you have to do what we are saying. You'll be
अगर
very
आप स्टेशन
surprised.
अगर आप स्टेशन पे नहीं जाओगे तो गाड़ी कैसे मिलेगी यार?
Absolutely. हम बोलते
हाँ.
हैं you want to go from New York to Florida. This is the car to drive. This is the train to take. हम गाइड दे देते हैं. Now you decide how you're going to go there. If your destination is there, we will tell you where you will go, how you will go, and how soon you will reach there. सब बता देंगे आपको. Accurately बताएंगे, and you will be very happy with the guidance you get.
And folks, if you just joined us, we are live with one and only, one of the finest, of course, 25 years of experience and an amazing individual. Of course, with this 25 years of experience, he can help you uncover your strengths, weaknesses, and true potential. Sakeji can help you gain direction and guidance in your career, finance, business, health, children, immigration, relationship, and much, much more. And today, let's talk about planetary placement, its importance in defining your birth chart, a common concept in astrology in acceleration and fall of planets. Can you explain that is in details, please?
आपने कॉन्सेप्ट तो सुना होगा एस्ट्रोलॉजी में, जैसे आपका प्लेनेट ऊंच का है, आपका
G.
प्लेनेट नीच का है. यू हर्ड दैट, राइट?
Yes, yes.
व्हाट वी आर ट्राइंग टू डू इज आई एम ट्राइंग टू एक्सप्लेन उसका मतलब क्या होता है. सी, लेट मी ट्राई एक्सप्लेनिंग इट. थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा. आई एक्सप्लेन द
G.
बेनिफिट्स, व्हाई इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट.
Yes.
Sun is your soul, Moon is your mind, Mars is your strength,
Mm-hmm.
Mercury is your business, speech, and knowledge, Jupiter is wisdom and happiness, Venus is desire, and
Mm-hmm.
Saturn is suffering and sorrow. But it is also length of life and property. Now, planets जब कुंडली में बैठते हैं, they sit in a certain house. Jupiter can sit in Scorpio, he can sit in Aries. कोई भी घर में बैठ सकता है, right? Randomly.
G.
Now, when a planet sits in a certain house, it can become strong or very weak. अगर sun Aries में बैठा है, it is considered to be exalted. By exalted, we mean a planet becomes very strong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If same sun Leo में बैठता है, he is considered to sit in मूल त्रिकोण. अगर Libra में बैठता है, वो नीच का हो जाता है. That means he is not going to give you good results. In fact, he may not give you any results. Every planet owns two houses. Jupiter owns Sagittarius and Pisces. Mars owns Aries and Scorpio. Venus owns Libra and Taurus. Mercury owns Gemini, Virgo. And Saturn owns Capricorn and Aquarius.
Mm-hmm.
When a planet sits in its own house, he is very happy. He is very comfortable and very confident. He will give good results for the house he sits in and the house he owns. So अगर
G.
Jupiter Pisces में बैठा है, he will give good results for Sagittarius and good results for Pisces because दोनों उसके घर हैं. Now, if Jupiter happens to be sitting in his sign of exaltation, जो ऊंच का होता है, then he will give good results for the house he owns and the house he is also sitting in. अगर planet exalted है, he will give good results for three houses, not two. If you are a Gemini ascendant and Jupiter is sitting in Cancer in the second house, Jupiter will give you huge amount of wealth, extremely good wife, good business skills, good career. This is what he's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
If, on the other hand, when a planet is sitting in its fall, मतलब नीच का है, it becomes very weak. He cannot give you any good result. In fact, अगर बुरा planet like Mars या शनि, राहु, केतु, अगर ये फॉल में आ जाते हैं, then they will give you trouble, difficult results. तो अगर
Mm-hmm.
आपकी लाइफ में सब अटक अटक के चलता है, देखिए कि कौन सा प्लैनेट कहाँ बैठा है. You know, Kulraj, you must know some people for who life is very smooth. वो कुछ भी करें, everything works out for them.
Yeah,
Correct?
absolutely.
Why? Question is, ऐसा क्यों होता है उनके साथ? I think number one reason is the planetary placement. If your planet is sitting in its own house or exaltation, it is considered very good. Now, अपने घर में भी ने, there is one house out of two houses which is considered Mooltrikona. If a planet is sitting in Mooltrikona, it becomes stronger. Not as strong as exaltation, but strong. We as an astrologer have to study this very carefully to see planet ऊंच में है, नीच में है, मूल त्रिकोण में है, अपने घर में है, फ्रेंड के घर में है, एनिमी घर में है कि न्यूट्रल घर में है. Based on that, you will get the quality of the results and the quantity of the result. You want to buy a house. You can buy a townhouse, a condo, single family home, or a mansion, correct?
Mm-hmm.
This is called quantity. quality of house, I'm sorry. Now you're going to buy one house, two houses, five houses, or 10 houses. That is quantity. All
Mm-hmm.
that will depend on the planet that owns the property house. Whether he is sitting in Mooltrikona, Exaltation, or he's sitting in his own sign. ये इंपॉर्टेंट होता है ना। मूल त्रिकोण मूल त्रिकोण का मतलब होता है रूट ट्रायंगल।
Mm-hmm.
ही इज स्ट्रांग इन दिस साइन।
Mm-hmm.
रिमेंबर अगर सन, बट मूल त्रिकोण के लिए भी देयर इज अ सर्टेन डिग्री। आई हियर मेनी पीपल से माय मून इज सिटिंग इन कैंसर, सो मूल त्रिकोण है। नो, he is only in मूल त्रिकोण if he is 3 to 30 degree of cancer. I
Mm-hmm.
hear many people tell me कि my Jupiter मूल त्रिकोण में है in Sagittarius. No, only if he has certain degree is he going to be मूल त्रिकोण. And exaltation की डिग्री तो उससे भी कम है. If your Jupiter is in Cancer and it is, let's say, 9 degrees, no, he is not exalted. For exaltation, we must have the exact degree, which means 5 degree in Cancer. Okay, ये डिग्री बहुत मुश्किल है मिलना. Many people
Mm-hmm.
don't have it. If the planet is sitting in his exaltation sign, but at the same time, degree गलत है, he will act like he is मूल त्रिकोण.
Mm-hmm.
आपको ये भी कहा था कि planets जो होते हैं, they own two signs, right?
Mm-hmm.
जो साइन उसके मूल त्रिकोण साइन है, अपनी दशा में that planet will give double the results of that particular sign and half the result of the sign which is not मूल त्रिकोण. So, if you are a Scorpio ascendant, Jupiter will own the second house, which is Sagittarius,
Mm-hmm.
and the fifth house, which is Scorpio. I mean, sorry, which is Pisces. Jupiter will give double the results of wealth and half the results of speculation. So, what does that mean? Speculate less, put more money in yourself. समझे? When people come to us and say, I want to start a business, great, what kind of business? We look at the Navam, 10th house देखते हैं, planets देखते हैं, we get back and tell them. But now, result की बात आती है. Result कब मिलेगा और कितना मिलेगा? You have to understand मूल त्रिकोण. Very, very important concept. Margaret Thatcher was a very popular Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, remember?
Mm-hmm.
She had Saturn, which ruled her fourth house and fifth house. Fourth house is house of family life. और सैटर्न की दशा स्टार्ट हुई. सैटर्न उनकी कुंडली में बहुत ही अच्छा प्लैनेट था. द फर्स्ट हाफ सैटर्न gave her good happiness at home, children, grandchildren. And then came fifth house dasha. But fifth house was Moltrikon, and that is the house of intelligence. So she ended up becoming prime minister in that dasha. तो
Mm-hmm.
जब भी कुछ अच्छा होता है ना, use it to your advantage. Use it to grow. Benefit from it.
Mm-hmm.
Understand कि planets कहाँ से help कर रहे हैं. And understand कि ये help कैसे आपको grow करेगी life में.
Mm-hmm.
Go to a
But sometimes
qualified
your
astrologer who
planets,
can guide you. Yes.
but sometimes your planets are not favoring you, and then that's the time when you need to see Dr. Saket Bhatia.
See, planets, दो एक तो है planets favor करते हैं, but we are also very anxious. We also want results immediately, right? तो वो तो हो नहीं सकता. Time तो लगता
Yes,
है. So for
बिल्कुल,
you to identify that something good is happening, it takes time. बच्चे को आने को 9 महीने लगते हैं, right?
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल.
If you buy a piece of land and build a house, it could take a year to build the house, could take 2 years to build. So that particular time when results are not coming, we can help you. We can make you understand कि something good is coming. On the other hand, something bad is coming, वो भी guide कर सकते हैं आपको.
बिल्कुल.
Cases होते हैं when people come to us and say, हमने घर बनाया है लेकिन बन नहीं रहा. 1 साल हो गया, 2, 3, 4. And we say, no, ये बनने से रहा. This is not happening. You should not have invested in land. You should have just bought a house.
Mm-hmm.
Do that.
Can you discuss strength of planet due to sign placement importance of Shri Shodaya and Prishtodaya signs?
ये दो अलग चीजें हो जाती हैं. First, we will talk about strength of planet.
Okay.
आपकी कुंडली में planet is sitting somewhere in a house. करेक्ट? 12 घर हैं, 9 planet है.
Yes.
You agree?
Yes.
Now, you can say there are two people. एक की जुपिटर बैठा है एरीज में, एक का जुपिटर भी एरीज में बैठा है, but one is getting better results than the other. Why is that? Now we have to study the degree of the planet. Planet किस घर में किस डिग्री पे बैठा है, and based on that now we will understand how beneficial that planet will be for that individual. If your planet is sitting in exaltation, जैसे कहा था जुपिटर is sitting at cancer at 5
Mhm.
degrees very strong, he will give 100% results to you. He will give 100% results to the house he sits in, the house he owns, for good or bad. Some people drink too much. They're very successful in life. They have liver problems. Why? Jupiter controls sixth house, house of liver, okay, and ninth house, house of luck. ऐसे केस में अगर तुम ड्रिंक करोगे, it's going to cause liver problem. Now, when a planet sits in Mooltrikona, he will give 90% of effectiveness results. अगर planet अपने ही positive sign में बैठा हो, he will give you 75% result. If the planet sits in his own negative sign, he will give you only 62% result. If a planet sits in a friend sign, he will give 50% result. If a planet sits in neutral sign, he will only give you 40% result. अगर planet enemy sign में बैठा हो, 25% result देता है. And if that same planet is debilitated, he will only give you 12% result. See the
Mhm.
problem?
Yes.
Planet जहाँ बैठता है, it becomes critical. उसकी डिग्री क्रिटिकल है, एंड यू हैव टू सी कि कितना रिजल्ट दे सकता है. दिस इज अ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. आई सी मेनी पीपल लुकिंग एट अ चार्ट एंड सेइंग तुम्हारा जुपिटर फोर्थ हाउस में है, घर बड़ा आएगा. तुम्हारा जुपिटर फिफ्थ हाउस में है, यू आर गोइंग टू डू एक्सट्रीमली वेल. नो, नथिंग लाइक दैट. यू हैव टू सी फ्रेंड साइन है, एनिमी साइन किस में बैठा है. समटाइम्स दैट दशा विल लुक प्रॉमिसिंग बट नथिंग गुड हैपेंस. In that case, we have to make the planet stronger. We have remedies to try to boost the strength of the planet. Use that to your advantage. Make benefit out of it. Astrology is your friend. Astrology is your guide. Do better. तो ये था strength due to sign placement, correct?
Mhm.
आपने बोला शिशोदय और प्रशोदय साइंस.
Yeah.
जब दशा आती है, दो चीजें होती हैं. You get a result and there is timing of result, correct?
Yep.
Sometimes things happen very fast and then अटक जाता है, कुछ नहीं होता उसके बाद. Sometimes पूरी दशा खत्म हो जाती है, कुछ नहीं होता, but in the end you get a result, correct?
Mhm.
This is why we call Shishoday and Prishoday signs. Shishoday sign जो होता है, it is called front rising sign. First half of the dasha, good things will happen. Second half of the dasha, not much happens. Prishoday sign, first half उल्टा चलता है. Nothing happens. Second half, good things happen. And finally, there are signs like Pisces, which are both Shushodaya and Prishodaya, also called Ubhadeo signs. In Ubhadeo sign, throughout the sign, you will keep doing well. So, front rising sign is Gemini, Virgo, Leo, Libra, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Back rising sign or Prishodaya is Aries, Taurus, Cancer, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. Now, Kulraj, ये important है. We have to memorize this. We have to know this as an astrologer. कि
Mhm.
शिष्योदय क्या है, प्रश्नोदय क्या है. लोग आके कहेंगे एस्ट्रोलॉजर को, आपने कहा था कि अगले 10 साल हमारे अच्छे जाएंगे, अच्छी दशा है. 4 साल हो गए, कुछ नहीं हुआ. गो एंड टेल देम यस, बिकॉज यू आर इन अ प्रशोदय साइन. 5 साल कुछ नहीं होगा. यू हैव टू सो द सीड. रिजल्ट 5 साल बाद मिलेंगे.
Oh.
इफ यस, इफ गुड प्लैनेट्स आर सिटिंग in in your front rising Shishoday sign, they will do very good for you. They increase their ability to do good. Agar bad planets are sitting in Prishoday sign, then they will cause more harm to you. ओके, अगर शिशोदय साइन में बैड प्लैनेट बैठा हो, इतना खराब नहीं होगा। पृषोदय साइन में अच्छा प्लैनेट बैठा हो, इतना अच्छा रिजल्ट नहीं देगा। Shishodaya and Prishodaya are very difficult to interpret. They are secondary sources of information in reading astrology charts and giving guidance to people. Okay.
Very, very interesting, folks. If you just joined us, you're listening to Dr. Saket Bhatia, and I just want to let you know that during the show, we have few more questions. You can call him. We'll open the phone lines to speak to him. But you can make an appointment by reaching out 408-639-5300. And trust me that one phone call, make an appointment can really help you. And of course, in your business or in your personal relationship, finances, and other issues in life. Sometimes you don't know whom to turn to and how to fix your career. And I think one phone call, that is 408-639-5300. And if you want to speak to him now, anytime during the show, that is 732-668-3726. We'd love to take your call. He will love to speak to you and connect with you and answer all your questions. And after the show, you can reach him at 408-639-5300. And very, very interesting, Dr. Saket Bhatia, today, the show. I think a lot of interesting conversation, a lot of explaining to all our listeners of Radio Zindagi. And you mind explaining that Gandanta in astrology?
Gandanta.
Gandanta.
Gandanta is probably the most overlooked factor of astrology. देखिए, there are 0 to 30 degrees ना in a कुंडली, correct?
Yeah.
अगर planet start में हो, which is between 0 and 1 degree, या end में हो 29 degrees, then he is considered to be very weak. Correct? जो planet बीच में बैठता है, he becomes very strong. But if the planet is sitting at the border, he is very weak because he is giving the results of both the signs, the sign he just came from and the sign he's placed in. Now, if this happens to be a fire and a water sign, fire water sign means the border of Pisces and Aries. That is a fire water sign. Okay. The Cancer and Leo, that border is considered fire water sign. Scorpio and Sagittarius is fire water sign. There are 3 fire water signs. If a planet is sitting at that fire water sign, specifically between 26 degrees and 3 degrees, in that degree, then it is considered Gandanta. Gandanta mein, I don't care what that planet is, it becomes very weak. He will give unpredictable results. He will not give you the results you want. Gandanta ये होता है. लोग आते हैं, they say, look, my planet is exalted, but I'm not getting results. या मेरा Jupiter जो है, he is sitting in Sagittarius. He should be giving very good results because Mooltrikona में बैठा है, right? But when we look, we say, no, ये तो गंदंता में आ गया. He is very weak. He cannot give you any result. A planet which is sitting in Gandanta will almost fail to give any meaningful results to you. You will keep wondering why. Because वो border line पे आ गया. Fire and water, जब दो sign मिलती है, they give you results which you don't like. So this is another problem, right? See, Kulraj,
Yes.
to understand astrology properly, you must know your basics properly. You must know the foundation properly. Astrology is not hard if your concepts are clean, but at the same time, it is not easy also. मुश्किल field है ये. Take astrology with with a different perspective. Foundation strong बनाओ तो ही life आपकी improve होगी.
बिल्कुल.
Otherwise, you go to a wrong astrologer, you will be in trouble. आपको problem हो जाएगा. You will get answers which are not right. You will start wondering कि ये क्या हो रहा है? Why is this happening like this? Correct?
Absolutely. Folks, if you want to talk to Dr. Saket Bhatia, you can reach us at 732-668-3726. 3726. I repeat the number 732-668-3726. And you can speak to him after the show. You can reach him, make an appointment 408-639-5300. You can check him out on his website, saketbhatia.com. And let's take a call. You are live with Dr. Saket
Pulraj, I
Bhatia.
can't hear
Welcome to
you.
the show. How are you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Can you just lower the volume of your radio so you can be heard properly? Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, please.
So, you a doctor, right?
Now, this is
Yes.
Dr. Saket Bhatia. He is astrologer and also a specialist in numerology.
Great to hear. How'd you get that far? That's good. You know what I'm saying?
You have any question for him?
Yes, I do. How would a person like myself get to the stage you were at?
What is your question?
I just asked my question. How would a person like myself get to the stage you are at?
It's going to take years of studies. If you want to do a PhD in astrology, you have to first start studying astrology, understand what astrology is, get involved in the details of astrology, and that is going to take time. Not everybody should do it.
Can you explain?
I don't think that is the scope of this show today.
We can't break down astrology from it? I mean, isn't that the whole point of asking questions too?
It is, but we are asking specific questions to improve your life, not questions related to this. Pulraj, we can move ahead because
So questions to improve my life?
yes,
Yes.
What
would you recommend for me to become very successful in life and happy?
I'm going to have to read your birth chart for that.
Huh?
you have
I
to
need
give your
your
date
birth
of
details.
birth, place of birth, time of birth.
What?
You have to give your
I
date
think we
of
can
birth.
take the next caller, Pulraj.
Sure.
How many people am I speaking to right now?
Yeah, thank you so much for your call. Thank you so much. Okay, bye. And sometimes people don't understand, but that's fine. My next question: what are sign
The purpose of
elements?
this show is not to make you an astrologer. It is to guide you and to tell you how we can help you in life, how you can get guidance to improve your life. We're not here to teach you, guide you, go to this university, take this particular course. You need to have some very specific questions. You need to have some very detailed questions for us that we can answer for you. Asking, how do I get there doesn't help.
Yeah,
Asking, what
date,
should I do doesn't help.
your
Questions
name,
like, yes,
name, time, and place. That is needed if you, and one question per caller, and you can call him right now. He's in the studios of Radio Zindagi, and the number is 732-668-3726. I repeat, 732-668-3726 is the number. And yeah, doctor.
so we are making good progress trying to make people understand what Gandanta is, right? वो तो समझा
Mhm.
दिया आपको. Hopefully
Ji.
people understand what it is. Now, we want to discuss next some sign elements in astrology.
Yes.
Sign elements अलग होते हैं. To understand sign elements, some people are very aggressive. Some people are very laid back. People who run business not necessarily are aggressive. They can have different personalities. That is because every sign has its own personality.
Mhm.
There are three key personalities: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. There are two characteristics: passive and active. And then there are three other elements that are placed on top: four: fire, earth, air, and water. You have to understand all of these three to make sure you're understanding the personality. So, if you, Kulraj, are, let's say, a cardinal person, cardinal person का मतलब है you'll be very outgoing, very enterprising. Okay?
Yeah.
If you have fixed personality, fixed, then you are very determined. हमें यही चाहिए. I am not going to change. I'm a very intense person, steadfast, but not open to change. Mutable person is somebody who is very variable, very adaptive. Now notice life में ऐसे तीन लोग होते हैं. One, those who are outgoing and enterprising. Then fixed, those who are resilient to change. Very intense and they have their head fixed. करना है तो करना है. And
बिल्कुल.
finally, people who change, they adapt. Oh, things are going great, let's buy a house. Things are not going good, let's sell the house. They adapt with time. These are three, okay? Now, we also have four categories: fire, earth, air, and water. A
Mhm.
fire sign is a very assertive person. They're very aspiring. They're firm. An earth sign is very practical. They're steady, they're grounded. Air sign is a very social person. And a water sign is a very emotional person.
Mhm.
Now you look at yourself. You like to talk. You like to be on radio. You actually are an air sign. I have your chart. You're a sociable person. You like to speak. You're an air sign. You're a fixed personality, which means you're very intense. Your head steadfast. And you don't want to change that much. You're comfortable doing what you're doing. Correct?
Yep. Absolutely.
And now there's a third element called polarity. Active or passive? Active sign means more aggressive, wanting things done their way. Passive means more receptive. So when people come to us and say, I want to start a business, to start a business, what do you need? You need to be enterprising, right? And you need to be practical. So we look for people who are fire sign or earth sign. Then we also see, are they active or passive? Passive person, जैसे time आता है कर लेंगे. An active person takes it on themselves. I will start my business today. And then we also see, are they cardinal, fixed, or mutable? If they're fixed or cardinal, it's great to start a business
Mhm.
alone. If you want to do partnership, then it's different. So, ye three characteristics are important because they tell us the qualities of the planet, how the planet will operate, and how the planet will pass that energy so you can understand what is going on in your life. This is the quality of the planet I want to explain.
Mm. I think it's very, very interesting. And today's topic, I think a lot of people who are tuned in can take advantage. And if you want to call Dr. Saket Bhatia right now, you can do so 732-668-3726, or you can call him after the show and make an appointment 408-639-5300, 408-639-5300. And you are live with Dr. Saket Bhatia. He's, very well-known astrologer. He is a senior board member at the International Association of Vedic Astrology and Numerology with over 25 years of experience. And he's with us at this moment. My last question, there are 12 signs in astrology. With this information we have learned, uh, could you let us, about the 12 signs when they are ascendant and how you analyze individuals who visit us?
So, when you go to
We
astrologer,
can
he
take a
says,
call at this
yes,
time. Hello, you are live with Dr. Saket Bhatia. Welcome to the show. Please, your
yeah, hi.
name, date of birth, and time. Yeah, go ahead. Hello, are you there?
Raj, I can't hear her.
Okay, I think you can call us back. Yeah.
Okay. So, some people say, I am Aries, I am Taurus, I am Scorpio. Those are your signs. They're very important in astrology. They tell us your personality. They tell us who you are, why you are the person that you are. ये बहुत important होता है because your ascendant defines you, your health, personality, character, everything, what work you will do in life, everything is determined by your ascendant. The other houses will just tell you the amount of success or failure you will have in. For example, ascendant tells you how you will look. Second house will say how good you will look or how bad you will look. First house will tell us how healthy you will be. Sixth house will
Mm-hmm.
tell us what diseases you will get. First house will tell us what work you will do. 10th house will tell us how successful you will be in your career. So, it is important to study your ascendant sign in the birth chart. Ascendant sign 12 होते हैं. We're going to go through all of these 12 signs. When you come to me as an astrologer and say, I need to know something about me, we look at your ascendant first. Then we see, is your ascendant fire, earth, air, or water? Is it cardinal, fixed, mutable? Is it passive or is it active? Then we create a mental map of you. Next, we are going to see where your ascendant is sitting and which planet sits in your ascendant. Then we also see dasha kiski chal rahi hai. It takes us about 1 hour to do this before we can answer your questions. Okay. Once we have these answers, we will guide you to a point where you will be happy, surprised, and very, very comfortable with what is going on in your life. So,
Folks, you can reach us at 732-668-3726 if you would like to speak to Dr. Saket Bhatia, and he is available if you want to ask him one question. The number once again, 732-668-3726. After the show, you can call him and make an appointment, 408-639-5300. But right now, he's live in the studios of Radio Zindagi to speak to you. And you can reach him at 732-668-3726.
so we are going to try. We don't have time, but हम try करेंगे to walk through all of these signs. Does that make sense?
Yes,
12
absolutely.
signs. And then you can identify and see this is not your moon sign. This is not your sun sign. This is your ascendant. जब आप पैदा हुए थे, what was the sign that was rising from the sky? That is you. That is your ascendant. So let's try. Let's understand. Aries. Aries is a cardinal fire sign. If you are Aries, it makes you active. It makes you aspirational. Aries are very impulsive and headstrong. They're very enterprising people. They don't have patience, but they're very persistent people. They force you to do things. इसका ruling planet होता है Mars. If your Aries ascendant is between 0 and 3 degrees, or your Mars is very strong, this characteristic will apply to you. 100%. You're going to be that person. You want to do things in life, you are very aspire a lot, you have no patience. Aries. Next sign होता है Taurus. ये fixed earth sign है. They are grounded people, reliable and trustworthy. They are not spontaneous, but they are very persistent. Ruling planet होता है Venus. If your rising is between 13 degrees and 16 degrees, or Venus is strong, then this characteristic of Taurus will become you. See, the degrees are also important, Kulraj. Next is Gemini. Gemini is a mutable air sign. बहुत adapt करते हैं. They are restless people. They like change. Very inquisitive. Very intelligent. Because Mercury इनका ruling planet है. They like to speak. They like to talk. They like to have fun. If the rising degree of Gemini is 26 through 30, or Mercury is very strong in the chart, this will apply to you. Now, इसका ये मतलब है कि if your Gemini is not in that degree or Mercury is not strong, part of that will apply to you. Okay. I have seen hundreds of people to whom these apply. Cancer, ये तो water sign हो गया, but it is also cardinal. They're very strong, but they're very sensitive. कुछ भी बोल दो, they take it personally. They enjoy family life, they enjoy friendly life. They are not very extrovert. अपने दुनिया में रहते हैं, खुश रहते हैं. If your degree is between 0 and 3 degrees and moon is waxing, मतलब moon is becoming bigger in your chart over time, or moon is in a favorable sign, you don't have Nala Yoga, this is considered good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Leo. Leo to is lion, right? It's a
Mm-hmm.
fire sign. They are very aggressive people, but dil ke they are very warm. These people like to be admired. They like to be respected. They are generous. Good personality. Ruling planet is Sun. If Leo is between 13 and 16 degrees, or your Sun is very strong, then this characteristic is you. Nice-hearted person, very aggressive, generous. कितने इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट देखे आपने who start big companies? They have good personalities and they donate a lot of money in charity, right? Go look at their chart. They're 99% Leo ascendants. अब वर्गो की बात करते हैं. Virgo is run by Mercury again. It's a mutable earth sign. And Virgo is more Mooltrikona than Gemini. So ये जो characteristics है, they're very critical people. They make
Mm-hmm.
good scientists. They make good research specialists. They हर एक चीज precisely करनी है, exact करना है. This happens if Mercury is very strong or if Virgo is between 26 and 30 degrees. Next, Libra. Libra is run by Venus. Venus की मूल त्रिकोण sign है. What do Venus people like? They like peace, harmony. They like to be social. They like to speak to others. They like to listen to other people's problems. They're very romantic. ये Libra ascendant होता है. If this degree is between 0 and 3 and Venus is strong, this makes a good Libra person. Next, we'll come to Scorpio. The Scorpio sign is a very different kind of sign because Scorpio is a water sign. ये बहुत sensitive होते हैं. इन्हें कुछ भी कह दो, they take it personally. Scorpios are considered to be secretive, introvert personality hai. They are not hiding anything. They're just secretive. They don't disclose everything unless you ask them to do it. Mars is the ruling planet. If we see your chart where Mars is strong or Scorpio is between 13 and 16 degrees, then we know this is a complete proper personality for you. चार साइन बचते हैं. Sagittarius. This is a mutable fire sign. Makes you very aspirational, honest, integrity, no complications in life. Jupiter is the ruling planet. They love to go out, enjoy the parks, enjoy pets. This is if Jupiter is strong or the sign is between 26 and 30 degrees. And finally, the last three signs. Capricorn. Capricorn and Aquarius are almost similar. Capricorn is a cardinal earth sign. Ambitious people who take life overly seriously. इतना सीरियस लेते हैं कि they miss out the good things in life. Saturn ruling planet है. Aquarius में they're very strong, communicated, good opinions in life, but then they take more care about other people than they should take about themselves. And finally, Pisces. Pisces is a mutable water sign. ये adapt करते हैं. They are also sensitive people. They're very imaginative, intuitive, idealistic. They like fantasizing. जितने story tellers होते हैं ना लाइफ में, they are all Pisces ascendant. Those who write creative books, Pisces ascendant. So Pisces ascendant होता है जब आपका Jupiter strong हो या ascendant is between 26 and 30. Now, what we have discussed are all these 12 signs. We did it very fast. But these signs can be modified. जब sign or house position, which rules the ascendant, will define you. Any planet which is in the first house, which is very close to ascendant degree, will define you. Any planet which aspects the ascendant will define you. देखिए, there are planets that are good and then there are planets that are bad. Some planets rule good houses, some planets rule bad houses. Bad house होता है 6, 8, 12. 6 is house of disease, enemies. 8 is house of death. And 12th is house of losing things. Good houses are 5 and 9. If Cancer आपका ascendant है, 6th sign is going to be Sagittarius. 9th house is also going to be ruled by Jupiter, which is Pisces. The 6th house is sickness, death. Jupiter, which is such a good planet, will now suddenly become the planet of sickness and death. Jupiter will be the planet that will give you financial problems. Jupiter will give you health problems. Confusing. हमेशा हम कहते हैं Jupiter अच्छा करता है. But if you are a Cancer ascendant, Jupiter will give you problems in health. Anything to do with your liver, Jupiter is going to control. वही ascendant के लिए Saturn will become ruler of 8th house, which is a very bad house. So now Saturn is going to become even worse for you. So for Cancer ascendants, neither Jupiter is going to do very good, nor is Saturn going to do very good. You might think this is confusing, but it's very important in astrology. जब हम जज करते हैं आपकी कुंडली, we want to make sure we are covering every aspect of every house and every planet so we give you the right guidance. There is no room for error. You cannot have
Absolutely.
errors. No mistake can be made when we are guiding you because it is our responsibility to make sure that you are on the successful path. It is our responsibility to make sure that you get the right outcome in life. और वो तभी होगा when you go to an astrologer who knows everything. Unfortunately, astrology has already been given a bad name by those who are trying to make money out of it. It is a service, not a business. It is helping you fulfill your dream, your destiny, so you have a better life. ये बोलना था आज.
Bilkul. Thank you so much, Dr. Saket Bhatia. It's always a pleasure talking to you. And of course, इसी के साथ ही हम ये कहेंगे, thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you next week. And if you want to connect with Dr. Saket Bhatia, 408-639-5300, 408-639-5300. To make an appointment, his website, SAKETBHATIA, saketbhatia.com. And if you want to send an email, info@saketbhatia.com. Thank you so much, and looking forward to seeing you soon next week, Tuesday at 3 o'clock. Thank you so much, sir. Have a wonderful
Thank you,
week ahead.
Kulraj. You too. Have a wonderful week to you and to all the listeners. Bye bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.